Hello to you. I'm Val. I became known as the donkey minister because for 11 years I invited our much-loved donkeys, Peter, Amadea, Alfie, Bluebell and Daisy, to become the stars of all the processions, water blessing ceremonies, pets and donkey blessings, ballets, concerts, anything you could think of, I created both for our local community but also to raise money for the donkeys and the charities here, an equine rescue centre, and also the community group Action People who look after our wells and springs, do an incredible job with our town's water heritage. I knew that our donkeys would be the stars. There is absolutely no doubt of that. But what I also wanted to do was to remind today's residents how important donkeys were to our town, especially during the period that was known as the water cure from 1843 to 1870s. But what I really wanted to share with you is how breathtakingly beautiful the Malvern Hills are. They were my muse during this period of 5 years from 1985 to 1991, wonder-filled years that I spent here with my late father and adopted brother. So these hills, they became my muse. They have an extraordinary presence. It's like the presence of peace, of well-being. No wonder this was such a popular healing centre in Victorian times. My story is not just a tribute, though, to my late dad, who climbed those hills every day, even though he had the most horrendous symptoms of very serious cancer. But he and these hills just had such a connection that he was able to do that. He also made sure that he and the cat only drank water from the local spring. So I'm absolutely sure that my dad had 5 extra years thanks to the hills and our spring water. I'm positive that he would not have had it had he continued to live in Essex or in London. My story is also, though, an allegory. It's a comment on our present-day society, how our obsession with the small screen has led to such a disconnection, not just from our surroundings, but from others and from ourselves. My story is called The Boy Who Walked the High Ground. I should add that at 83, you must all forgive me if I can't learn everything off by heart. So I may rustle paper at times, but if I do, please forgive me. In the time before time, when dreams of earth children soared on eagle wings and danced awaking a farther sky, high in mountains at the heart of the north was a village. The people of the village had been nomads, wanderers who had seen the spirit of the place and accepted its gift of home. For many years they lived at one with the land, listened to its teachings. But then there came a great gathering. Men spoke of the need to be strong, to conquer, to protect. The old protested, but none listened. So time began, when they no longer moved in rhythm with sharp crackle of early thaw, or frost-tipped dawns of tawny fall. They made a new dance of hardship and effort, all time full used, each step group conformed, heart began to leave this place. It withered and hid from the greyness that clouded their eyes, stopped their ears, made them forget the exultant cry of water as it leaps from high crag into nothingness. To ignore roar she-bear on forest air. It shrank. It shrank into a small place of patient time that held it in dark warmth. Until rush of hot blood and water impelled, and boy sound filled log cabin. From the beginning, stillness set him apart. Over years, fear rattled dried hearts, until even the youngest shunned him, and he walked alone. Only the forest knew his wonder, made paths for him to climb to high plateau where tall pines stretch after sweep of wing into vast sky. Here, initiating wind tugged and pulled at his senses until he learned to be quick, to hear sharp breath of vulnerable prey at sudden swoop of predator, to watch grass surrender passage to silent snake. He learned to accept all things as earth showed him its wonder. Each day, he ran from topmost peak to share his joy, but none chose to hear. Backs were turned on his shining eyes, for they envied his freedom. Angry souls spat control into stifled air. By wise seeming laws, forbade old ways. They sought to tame him. Innocence threatened their empty hearts. So it was spoken that man may no longer walk high paths where wind spiral swirls dust from rock up into never-ending sky. With task upon task, they meant to pen him in. Head bent and back bowed, he would carry their burden. Day by long laboured day, each added portion of their share to bring this dreaming child to common will. But nothing could stop his eyes from shining. Still, he smelt spore presence in air, heard husky growl from rustled grass, watched finger of wind cloud paint across the sky. He was at peace with all things. Sacred fire burned strong within his being. So slow was dance of time through his bones that snow brushed forest crown for many years before winter grasped his heart in fast embrace, and blood was cooled from vigorous heat. Yet still, in depth of ebbing eyes, light of distant fire danced. No spirit that walks at one with all things can ever be contained. And so, in fullness of time, glimpses of distant past ignited in watching hearts. At last, on pole-stretched skin, he journeyed upward on childhood paths to much-loved higher ground. Left at foot of tallest pine to join salute of eagle as wind bore his spirit up beyond howl of wolf and snap of twig to place beyond, from where each night he looked with eyes of love and sacred fire on forest and high peak. And the mother loved him. Thank you for being there and allowing me to share that with you. If you liked it, please give us a tick. And if you're able, please donate to one or more of the charities listed below. We collected for them all in our events. Or buy us a cup of coffee and you will enable us to either post this online or create a hard copy, or, as we really would like, create an animation film which will, we hope, bring everyone that sees it closer to our original roots and to this magnificent planet which we are privileged to call home. But until I meet again with you, I say to you, may your spirit soar every day. May you be heartened by who you are and all that you do. And goodbye.